Charleston area-ish, South Carolina. There's Alexander. Time for a house tour. So we've got these cute little steps. There's my shadow. Hello. Walk in, front door, bedroom. Locked closet, love it. So we come over here. Dining room. Ooh, ooh. Kitchen, kettle, we love to see it, making our tea. Oh, look at the little puppy picture. Puppy picture. Living area. Yeah. Oh my gosh, look at the TV in here. Yeah. There I am. Hello. Super tired. Barely slept today. We love to see it. Andrew, say hi. No. Another living area. Lots of cozy reading nook space. So much potential. And pool. Closed in porch. Peekaboo. Got the bedroom all unpacked, closing there. All the other amenities. Fish painting. Bathroom. Hi, okay. I have a few minutes real quick to show you guys my reading plans. We'll talk about the books that I brought with me and like the audiobooks that I have and stuff and what I plan on reading. Okay, so first things first, I am about halfway through with The Chosen and the Beautiful by Niveau. This is a Great Gatsby retelling. I started it in last week's Pride reading vlog, so I have my preliminary thoughts there. I'll have a card link to it, but I'm liking it so far, and I'm going to try and finish it, but I'm not like pushing myself absolutely. I brought it because I didn't finish it last week, but it's not one of my like vacation themed planned reads, but I mean the excess, the 20s, it's a vibe. Then I also brought Outlawed by Anna North. This is about a young woman who is barren, and because of that in this community, if you are barren, you will be tried and likely hanged as a witch. So I've heard it's really good, female western, really like to see it, and the main character I think runs away from her small village and joins like a western, like a vigilante group, if you will. And I've had my eye on this for a while. I picked it up a little while back and I'm really excited, and I don't know, something about the cover just was really attractive to me for like a vacation vibe. I don't know. So we've got this one as a potential, and then of course Ariadne by Jennifer Saint. This is a mythology type of retelling about Ariadne and the Minotaur and things like that. I don't actually know too much about this myth, but I'm interested. I'm here for it. And I love mythology, I love retellings, so I am going to be probably starting this. Not absolutely committed to finishing either of these either, but I just wanted to have some options for physical reading. But I also am halfway through the audio for One Last Stop by Casey McQuiston. I've got some romance themed vacation beach audios as well, and I am of course going to be visiting some bookstores, so we've got lots of possibilities. I just wanted to lay them out here for you guys, talk about my reading plans. I don't know what I'm in the mood to read right now, but I think we're gonna go walk on the beach, and then I'll update you when I have chosen a book to pick up. Hello, I'm here for my first check-in. Really, I'm only here to say that I read 20 pages of Ariadne by Jennifer Saint. And that's all, because someone says reading on the beach is lame. Boo, everyone boo him. Okay. So yeah, I've read 20 pages of Ariadne because I did an Instagram poll on my Bookstagram for choosing between this and Outlawed, and Ariadne won by a lot. So I am gonna read this for the next few days and probably listen to one of my audios as well, but it's good so far. Only read 20 pages. Now it's the 4th of July, so we're gonna go have a cookout or something. But I'm also gonna film a video with Alexander here. Yeah, that video should be up by the time this is up. If it is, I'll have a card. That's our check-in. Peace out. Hi friends, it's Tuesday, July 6th. Yes, coming at you crazy haired and really tired because it's like almost 12 o'clock at night, but I'm just coming on quickly to let you know that I'm almost done with One Last Stop. I listened to a lot of the audiobook today, and I think I have like 2 chapters left to listen to. Hopefully I'll finish that tomorrow, but tomorrow we're going to the aquarium. And then I think we're gonna go explore some bookstores in downtown Charleston. Really excited, but I just wanted to check in because I have a lot of B-roll for this vlog, but not a lot of like chats. But honestly, I haven't read much. I've read like 40 pages of Ariadne, and then I've listened to a good bit of One Last Stop today, but for the most part, I haven't been doing a lot of reading, but a hurricane is supposed to hit, not here, but like the weather is supposed to like hit our area tomorrow, so I think the next few days is going to be kind of rainy, so I might be able to do a little more reading than I have been. Good night, sleep tight, don't let the bed bugs bite. Hi everybody, we are back from a very long day of shopping and exploring and aquariuming. We went to the aquarium early this afternoon, and then we got pizza, ice cream, and then we went to a bunch of different stores, and I of course stopped at a bookstore because I had to. I love buying books when I go on vacations and then like writing where I got the book and the front of the book, and then like I have books from all over the place. So I visited a bookstore called Blue Bicycle Books, and that was the bookstore in the clips that I took in the B-roll. So I'm just gonna quickly show you what I picked up. I only got 2 books. That was really good because I do have to fly back, although one of them is a hardcover that might make my bag a little too heavy. So we'll see what happens, but let's check those out real quick together. First things first, I got this adorable bag because I bought a pair of pants that I'll show you guys later on. But look at how cute this bag is. This is just the bag that they give you. So adorable. So love that. And then I got Dune by Frank Herbert. I don't know too much about this book other than it's a really, really popular like science fiction book. And I've been wanting to read more sci-fi, get into sci-fi a little bit. So it takes place on like a deserty planet, from what I understand. Kind of gives me Tatooine vibes. I don't know. But I've heard that if you want to get into sci-fi, this is a must. And as you can see, it's about to be a movie. So I was thinking I could read it and then watch the movie. We'll see how that goes. And the second book that I got is Plain Bad Herons. I finally got a copy. I've been like meaning to get a copy for a while, and then I was like, do I want this edition or do I want the UK edition, which I'll have a picture of because that one's also gorgeous. But I ended up choosing this one because red's my favorite color, and I mean, look at it. I love it. It's gorgeous, the red, everything. And I've heard some pretty good things about this book. I mean, like, people seem to be giving it like decent ratings across the board. So I'm interested. I will eventually be picking it up, but it is like 600 pages. So I don't know when I'm gonna get to it, but it's definitely high on my list of things that I really want to read. This is my mini little bookstore haul. Super exciting. Gotta write my little note in the front about where I got them. And that's that. Hi there. Just showing off my OOTN outfit of the night. I have to retie that. But tonight is fiesta night and we are celebrating my cousin Hannah and I graduating from college and just hanging out, having some food, drinks, talking, and fun. I didn't read at all yet today, but I'm hoping to finish One Last Stop tonight, maybe? Fingers crossed. And then tomorrow it's supposed to rain, so I'm definitely gonna get a lot of reading done tomorrow. Mark my words. Peace out. We've got some northern boys trying canes for the very first time. Well,
that's so far. Oh my god.
Yeah? Yeah? Pretty good?
That's some quality chicken.
That is quality chicken.
Quality chicken, everyone. Hi friends, we are back home, back in the 412 if you will. So I've actually been back for like a day and a half now. We returned yesterday. We had another really early morning flight at like 8 a.m. this time rather than 6 a.m. so it was a little better. But we got back and I was just beat. I was so tired. I took a really long nap and then I finished a book. So I have 2 books to talk about to wrap up really quickly for you. And then I'm gonna say my farewell for this vlog. Since I last came on and updated you, I have finished 2 books. I finished One Last Stop by Casey McQuiston, the audiobook for One Last Stop, and I also finished The Chosen and the Beautiful last night by Nevo. So first, let me just preface this by saying I'm going to give you my fast and loose reactions, my quick thoughts, and my ratings, and then I'll go into further detail in my summer wrap-up, probably at the end of August, where I talk about all the books I read in the summer. So make sure you're subscribed if you want to hear more about these books later so you can see that video and be notified when I post it. First things first, One Last Stop by Casey McQuiston. I listened to the second half of that book during this vlog and I liked it. I feel it's a little unfair to compare it to Red, White, and Royal Blue, even though it's by the same author. It's a different kind of book. It's a different story. Red, White, and Royal Blue, I would say, is primarily a romance with some political undertones and the rest of it is just straightforward romance. And while One Last Stop does have romance qualities and romance components, and there is a romance at the center, it's also like this weird science fiction mystery kind of a book, and there's like this time travel-ish component where there's like something science fiction-y going on because our main character, August, falls for a girl from the 70s who is trapped on a subway car. And so she has been trapped there for like 45 years. It's currently 2020 when the book is taking place, and August falls for a girl named Jane who is from the 70s and can't really remember much about her past. And most of the story is them figuring out how that she's here, why, and how to get her off, and what would happen if that were to happen. But then in the background lingering is their continuing love story. And then you've got a little bit going on with the side characters as well, like August's roommates and her like having a found family element, and that's all well and good. But for me, I feel like it's not really exclusively a romance. There's too much other stuff going on for me to pitch this to you as a romance, so I would say that it's just a fun new adult contemporary with some sci-fi elements, and I like it. I think it's fine for that. I'm gonna end up giving it a 3 out of 5 stars just because I feel like I did not love August and Jane as much as I loved and absolutely adored Alex and Henry. And I know that I just told you I'm not going to compare, but I liked the main characters. I liked August. There was a lot of cool stuff going on with her backstory, and I really liked all of August's roommates and the diversity in their relationships. We have trans side characters. We have a drag artist in the side character mix. August herself is bisexual, so we've got the bisexual rep again, and it's really, really great. But I didn't absolutely love the story, and I felt like the subway component at first is kind of cool, but I feel like the fact that it takes place so much with Jane, one of the love interests, trapped in the subway, that it deters a lot of the other components of the story. Like, it almost hurts the romance quality, and I think it hurts the rest of the story as well, and I don't know. So I'm landing around a 3 out of 5 stars for that, but it's still good. I still recommend it. The audiobook is fun. I'm glad that I listened to it, glad that I read it, glad that I finished it in this vlog. And then secondly, I finished The Chosen and the Beautiful by Niveau last night. This book was a book that I was really, really, really highly anticipating, and unfortunately, I think I'm also going to land at 3 out of 5 stars for this one. And I think I want to tell you right now to take that rating and that experience and my reading experience with a grain of salt, because I don't really like The Great Gatsby, and this is a Great Gatsby retelling. And I think that maybe my dislike of The Great Gatsby put a little too much pressure on this book to like take the Great Gatsby story to a whole nother level. And what I will say is that I really love the things that Niveau adds to the story, and I think that if it was more like 90% Niveau's addition and 10% Gatsby in like telling the story and including the characters from The Great Gatsby, then I would have rated it higher. But to me, it was like a 60-40 split with the new stuff and The Great Gatsby parts of it, and I just didn't really care to relive the parts of The Great Gatsby because I don't like The Great Gatsby. Gatsby's annoying, Daisy's stuck up and bratty, Nick is just annoying and bland and uninteresting as a main character, but Jordan Baker, who is our main POV, it's from her perspective, is a really interesting character, and I do like what Niveau does with her character and giving us a little bit of insight into Jordan's personality and her life and her experience as a Vietnamese American woman in the 1920s. I like a lot of the things that Niveau adds about anti-Asian racism in the 1920s, racism in general in the 1920s, the political and cultural sphere of the 1920s, branching that out so that it's not the white perspective that you get from The Great Gatsby. And it was really interesting to see Jordan, who was taken at a very, very, very young age from her home in Vietnam by a white American woman and a white American family, and then being raised as like their adopted daughter, seeing her encountering other Asian American folks in New York and talking to them and the nuances of their interactions. And that, I think, is my favorite part of the story, in addition to the magic that she adds. Not only we have this really interesting like paper cutting magic where individuals can cut things and then bring them to life in like a 3D, incredibly lifelike sense. And our main character, Jordan Baker, has that skill and that ability, and I wish we got more of that. I feel like Jordan really only explores this power like 3 times throughout the novel, and I would have liked to see more of that. And that is going to be the end of this video. I'm like 70 pages into Ariadne. I did not get much of that read at all this week. I didn't have a lot of time for physical reading at the beach. I did a lot of like audio listening with one last stop, but for the most part, it was just relaxing, hanging out with my family and Alexander and doing fun activities and enjoying vacation with my family. But I'm glad that I did get some reading done. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks so much for stopping by. I love interacting with you guys in the comments, so don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if that's your jam. And I hope to see you in my next video. Happy reading, happy writing, and happy living. Bye.